the Action Bible. I'm going to read chapter 17 and 18 because they seem kind of short. Alright. Stairway to Heaven. Esau is going to kill Jacob. Come get your boy. No. Esau is going to kill Jacob. Esau is just upset. Don't tell anyone what you've heard. And find Jacob and tell him to come to me at once. Jacob has successfully stolen his brother's birthright from their father, Isaac. With Esau's threat to kill Jacob ringing in her ears, a servant girl runs to Rebekah's tent. You must go away until your brother calms down. Go visit my brother Laban in Haran. I'll let you know when it's safe for you to come home. What will I tell father? Once again, Rebekah paves the way for her favorite son. Isaac, Esau's foreign wives are causing trouble. If only Jacob could marry a girl from my own people. Remember how your father's servant found me at my father's house in Haran and brought me to you? Isaac's thoughts go back over the years to the day he first saw Rebekah. He also knows there will be trouble between the sons he sends for Jacob. Ashamed but frightened by Esau's anger, Jacob comes to his father. Go to your uncle Laban. Find a wife from among his family. God bless you, my son. A few hours later, at the edge of the camp, goodbye, Jacob. I'll send word when it's safe for you to come back. My father is old. I may never see him again. Esau wants to kill me. You are the only one I will be able to come back to. One punishment for their deceit is that Jacob and Rebekah never see each other again. Traveling farther and farther from his family, Jacob is tortured by loneliness. He especially misses his mother, who has always protected and advised him. As night approaches, Jacob collapses in weariness. That night, he dreams of a shining stairway reaching up to heaven. On the stairway, angels go up and down as if bringing help from God, and Jacob hears God speak to him, promising to take care of him and bring him safely home again. The next morning, Jacob wakes up, still awed by his dream. Surely God is in this place, and this is the gate of heaven. Jacob realizes the wrong he has done, but he knows that God will help him if he obeys him. Quickly he turns a stone on end for an altar and worships God. He calls the place Bethel, which means the house of God. If God will go with me, I'll be God's man. Jacob goes on his way, a stronger, nobler young man. He is eager to put behind him the dishonesty of his past and to share God's love and care. Next chapter, wife swap. Jacob continues the journey. At last he gets close to Haran. Maybe those shepherds at the well can help me find my uncle Laban. Can you tell me how to find the chieftain Laban? Laban? Sure. That flock of sheep is his. That's his daughter Rachel with them. She's gorgeous. Quickly Jacob rolls the stone from the well and helps Rachel water the sheep. When he tells her who he is, she runs to find her father. That night, Laban holds a feast for his nephew Jacob. Leah, the older daughter, serves the food, while Rachel, the younger daughter, listens to Jacob tell about his home and the long journey to Haran. A month later, Laban makes a bargain with Jacob. Well, enough freeloading. If you start working for me, I'll pay you. What's your price? I'm in love with Rachel. I will work for you for 7 years if I can marry her. I guess you'd be better than a complete stranger. For 7 years, Jacob takes care of Laban's flocks because he loves Rachel. The years fly by in what seems like just a few days. Finally, the day comes when Jacob can claim his bride. I've worked for 7 years. Now give me Rachel for my wife. You have served me well, Jacob. I'll arrange a wedding feast right away. At the end of a joyful wedding feast, Laban brings his daughter to Jacob. Jacob, here is your bride. Rachel, I've waited 7 years for this moment. There we go. But in the morning daylight, Jacob discovers that Laban pulled a switch. You gave me Leah, not Rachel, for my wife. The trickster has been tricked himself. Laban has conned Jacob the same way Jacob conned his father and Esau. I couldn't very well give you my younger daughter away before my older daughter was married. You may have cheated your older brother out of his birthright, but that's not how we do things here. But Rachel is the one I love. I worked 7 years for her. Tell you what, promise to work for me for another 7 years, and you can marry Rachel next week. For Rachel, I'll do it. Laban tricked me, Rachel. I love you, and I'll work 7 more years so I can marry you. I do love you, Jacob. I want to marry you too. End of chapter. Next chapter, leaving Laban.